Welcome back to Rev Endurance Sports and another edition of what is in our stand today. We are having an issue with our Favero Electronics Assioma power meter pedals. Now I've had these pedals about a year. I've done at least 10,000 miles and well over 1 million feet of climbing in that year. And they have been my preferred pedals, and I use them on all of my bicycles, including my tandem bicycle, which we just did a 200-mile event on Saturday. Today is Wednesday, April the 10th. Well, what we're having, or what the issue that I'm having, is the left pedal will not charge. And this is a duo system. In other words, it is a power meter for left and right pedals. And they have some very, very amazing and interesting data collection points that other pedals do not offer, crank power meters do not offer. And once again, the portability of moving these pedals from bike to bike is amazing. This has been my preferred power meter over the last year. I have an SRM, I have 2 stages, and I also have a power tap hub that I use for my coaching business when someone I just need to do a field test, and we don't have to worry about crank compatibility, we don't have to worry about pedal compatibility. We just put on the rear wheel and off they go, and do a field test and get their threshold numbers, and maybe just to educate and to have someone experience what it's like to ride with a power meter. Okay, so in this case, these power meter pedals, oh, and I do want to mention one thing. In my opinion, these are the most accurate pedals that I've ever used. And I have an SRM, as I mentioned earlier, and I have ridden the left stages. I've got 2 stages, so I've used both of them. Left stages crank arm installed on the SRM power meter, which is a crank spider, and the chain rings are attached to it. So I can use a left crank arm from stages, the SRM, which is in the spider, and then the pedals. And the SRM and the Assioma pedals track the most closely than any other than any other power meter I've ever used. So these are very, very accurate and very, very reliable. Here's the issue that we have today. The left pedal is the master pedal in a duo system, and the left pedal, this is the charging. It's a proprietary adapter to a standard USB cable, so you can see the USB cable there. And this left pedal is not taking a charge, and it's just not doing anything. And so you can't find it in the app, you can't do any firmware updates, you can't do anything to ameliorate your situation until you can get this pedal to respond to you. But what I'm going to do now is just show you some troubleshooting steps and something that Favero has told me to perform. Alright, so the right pedal, here's your cable, and the way these work is this is a magnetic adapter. These 2 little dots here are, I believe, brass fittings. It could be gold, who knows. But the point is that they are the magnetic attachment point. And so when you see the lights blink like that, they go solid, then it's in charging mode. All right. The left one is currently installed, but it's not charging. So what we do then is take this cord that we know is working, and we use that same cord on the other pedal, and nothing, no joy, as they say. So sometimes it takes a couple of I've been living with these pedals for a year, and sometimes it does take a few. Sometimes it'll turn on the pedal, but it won't be in charging mode. So here you go again, and you can see that that same cord works. So then one of the troubleshooting steps that they have asked me to do is to take the magnetic plug off, okay, and then over the words Favero Electronics, they want you to hold the magnetic adapter over it for 15 seconds or longer. And as you can see, nothing is happening there. And this is a, I believe what they call a firmware reset or a firmware something something. Anyway, if we hold it there for 15 seconds or longer, nothing happens. And it's interesting because this is a spot that does not have the magnetic docking. So, and you can see that that's been more than 15 seconds. And this was the same cord that was working, or the same adapter that was working on the other pedal. And just to do it again, this is a different, this is the other cord, and boom, there it is, it charges. Now you switch it over to the other pedal, and it doesn't do anything. All right. And now some additional feedback. Their tech support has been very, very good. We are dealing with Italy, so a 9-hour difference from Southern California to Italy, and they've been extremely responsive and very courteous, but we still have an issue. So this video is also for them, and we will send this video, actually send the link of the YouTube video so that they have access to it. I wanted to take a longer video as opposed to just something really short for them, because I thought it'd be educational for anyone else out there. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what you see on this channel, please subscribe. And we do a lot of product evaluation. And as I mentioned, I do about 10,000 miles a year, if not more, and I climb about 1 million feet a year. So I put a lot of stress and miles and a lot of thought into the evaluation of products that I use and that I sell for my customers. Okay, thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel, please, and tell your friends about it. Don't hesitate to leave a comment. Also, if you click that little bell, then you'll get a notification when I post a new video. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the road. Once again, this was a video for the Favero Electronics Assioma pedals. And just a quick aside, there are some concerns from some people about, oh, it's everything's proprietary about it, so what happens if the bearings go bad? And I'm going to be quiet now, and you can listen. And I mean, these bearings are still super smooth, and like I said, it's been 10,000 miles already. So take a listen. So super quiet, super smooth, no issues there. I put on more miles than most people do in a couple of seasons, maybe even 3 seasons if you're stuck in somewhere where the weather's just really bad for almost half of the year. So at 10,000 miles, these pedals are just perfect still. Okay, thank you so much.